Is that your end or our end? Was yours breaking up, Blake, or is that us?
My end sounded good.
Huh, it kept
They're
like
definitely cutting in and cutting out on our end.
Weird.
Well,
It's probably our end. Our internet here sucks. It goes in and out. So you'd think we'd be able to afford something decent, but
you paid the most for the worst setup.
Yeah, I mean, I'm giving all my money to this pick'em thing, and I'm losing everything. It's ridiculous. So
yeah, should we just dive right into the results?
Yeah, let me hear. Oh, do you want to share it? You got it up?
Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, you pull it up.
I just want everybody to remember this is a marathon and not a
sprint. It is. This is a year-long contest.
Burn the fuck out so early, dude.
You can spin that if you want to see it a little bit better. Yeah, and then Blake will share it on the screen.
Who's Wookie?
Wookie, he's in the Discord. He's a OG for a while back. He does some YouTube stuff for Gala specifically.
Okay,
he's
he's not Wookie Fields, no. I used to know.
I've never actually met him in person, so he's supposed to be down in Austin though. So.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Do you know how crazy it would be if it was Wookie Fields? Because I used to sit. We used to have a co-share office.
I don't know who
very
he
talented
is.
Clothing designer.
I was like, I don't know who that guy is. Yeah, so Wookie's going to be there.
Well,
he's only going to be there on the 9th and 10th, though.
All I can see from this screen is that I'm not on it. Why am I not? Oh,
wait. Sorry.
I can't really zoom in anymore without cutting it off. I guess I can zoom in and scroll through it.
Yeah, just zoom and scroll.
You just have to scroll down.
Don't worry, you're not last place again. When I got this the other day,
Doug doesn't know what he's doing.
Last place.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
But I'm not in first anymore, if you see.
You're not. Look at that.
No.
Yeah, Lasagna made a couple. So on the 9th, he swapped the.
He's the PNDC guy. He's who I got the PNDC from.
PNDC's been doing great.
Yeah, but then there was
24 hours.
So then it was
pork.
Or pork. Yeah, pork. So then he switched to pork. So he was putting in pond and pork, and then you have to pork the pond, and you switch it around and swirl it in the fucking pool and some dumb shit, and then you get ETH back. I don't know. It's a whole fucking racket.
Look at CJ. CJ's there.
No, it's way more simple than that. You buy pond coin and you stake it, and you get ETH for essentially it's the.
Have you fucking seen the graphic? Their fucking graphic.
I mean, the website's kind of a mess, but it works.
It is ridiculous. I mean, I own PNDC and I love Lasagna. Like, he keeps like, dude, I can get this. And I'm like, all right, man. I'm like, I only have 7 million things to do. I'm trying. Yeah, and if I just followed his shit, I'd be fine. But I picked up some PNDC. It's doing well. I think I'm up a shit ton because I picked up right away when he first told me about it.
I picked up right when I found out about it from you, and I'm doing great on Pondcoin.
Yeah.
Pondcoin.
So
did you stake it?
No.
So
I haven't done any of that.
Well, you can stake it. I staked mine for like 39 weeks or some shit like that to get.
Like, I'm going to do that.
Some 18x or 36x or something stupid. Ooh, I don't know.
I believe those numbers.
We'll see what happens. It's less than a year, so I'm like, okay, well, it's doing something in that time frame. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I will stake it. I have no.
But
I'm just going to sit on it for a bit.
So a couple things we need to talk about. One, so the idea was that we're gonna do monthly kind of podcasts and congratulate the winner. Good job, Lasagna! Yay! Everybody's happy for you.
I personally am very happy for Lasagna.
I mean, he's duking on everyone. Like, yeah, he's doubled.
Heartfelt congrats. You are definitely better at this than I am.
Yeah, he's definitely making sure everybody knows that he's winning in the crypto pick'em. So,
well, that's the thing. I mean, for $50, you can swap it if you want to swap it, and he's swapped twice. He's.
You know what? It's a marathon, not a sprint.
This is true. By
the end of the year, I shall become victorious.
This is this is mine. I'm gonna share mine real quick. So.
Mog, Pepe, cake, and whiff. Swapped mog, cake for link.
I'm just going to share mine real quick, Blake.
Pepe for USDC?
Yeah, so I took out Pepe for USDC just because I didn't have anything I wanted to put it in yet. So I just put it to USDC, and I was tired of Pepe. I only put Pepe in there because Timbo was like, why don't you pick Pepe? I'm like, fine, I'll pick Pepe. I don't care. But I'll just pick whatever. I just threw shit out there. But we
I
got.
feel like we should talk about how well I took the news when you sent me.
He almost didn't come on the podcast. He's like, "Fuck you! I'm not coming on the podcast." It's like, "Come out, you're a dick," and he wrote "dick" like 17 times. So he couldn't. So basically, when you look at the text, it didn't show.
Yeah, it was
the
just
fact
a full
that he was
screen
a
of
loser.
just dick. There's no need to send me that. We were going to talk about it on the podcast. I could have learned that information today.
You could have.
No.
But ultimately, I just wanted to show this because we are, calculating. So when you switch it out, we'll show exactly when you switch it out. And we're doing it in terms of like hundreds, so it's easier to do the math essentially. So
do you want to just remind me what I picked?
Oh, of course.
I don't remember what I picked.
Well, let's go down the road here because you're going to be down at the bottom. No,
because I was late to the party, right?
This isn't sorted by anything per se.
Okay, so World Coin, good
Yeah.
job. I love that one. That's a great one.
Mm-hmm.
So Blake, real quick, you have value over here is 10. Is that in terms of
dollars? Yeah. So
it started with 100, and now it's at 10.
No. So what happens? So if you click on the first quantities, you can see the formula for it. You can see that essentially what I did is however many picks you had, you started with $100, you put equal amounts into each one. That's its current value compared to, I guess I don't have the comparison of what the initial value was. That's just, you can see that you're.
Why is it divided
you
by
have
6?
to be able to get the portfolio value. So
why is it divided by 6?
Because you have 6 picks.
I have 5.
Oh, yeah, only has.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't have 5. Oh, Blake.
That's why I said if something, everyone check.
Lasagna might not be winning.
And Crypto Mesh might be right on top.
No, we know that's not true.
Here, let me change this.
Okay. Well, before I send anything, I can't even send it out from this computer anyway. But we'll talk about what the winner is going to get. If it's lasagna, I think I 100% should be sending.
Look at that, $74.
74.
Man, I must have jumped up like 10 places.
Let me make sure lasagna's is right since he's winning.
Right? You probably only have him as one pick, and you got it all on pond or something, or pork and pond.
Oh, these are all 3. It's just his. Let me zoom. I guess
well, you got to double check. You got to double check all of them now. It's only 35 of them. Let me stop this real quick. I'm going to present my full screen or my window.
Full disclosure, I've actually had 2 screwdrivers already this morning. So if I feel, if I sound a little toasty,
what is going on today?
It is Hanukkah's
Thursday.
It's Hanukkah's daughter's 21st birthday.
Oh,
they
fair
were
enough.
Supposed to be going to Vegas today. They get in the car, they drive up I-5 about halfway. Flight gets cancelled going into Vegas because Vegas has got they've got everything's being stacked at origin for 3 hours and 40 minutes.
Why?
Bad weather, I guess.
Wow.
We got low clouds or whatever. So we went and just had like a 21st birthday breakfast at Taproot.
Oh, there you go. Boom.
Yeah. It's going to be a wild Thursday, I tell you.
No shit. So these are some of the NFTs we have in here. We got some little pudgies. Those are going to be some big winner ones because they're worth a couple of ETH right now. So I think we'll probably put those as like the quarterly ones. Winners is my guess. But
on the monthly,
we have these. We got these little ones that aren't worth a whole lot too. I was going to do that for the monthly, but I just feel like
throw you some NFTs because I got a bunch of that stuff.
Yeah, sure. If you want to, we'll throw some stuff out. But I think for this one, we're going to throw.
How about I send you $50 worth of NFTs? And you get to change a pick.
I mean, this one
Can
here.
You do that?
This companion was crypto compliant. He sent that to me. He's like, throw this out there. I don't know what the hell it is. It's Cornerstone Companion. No, he did say I should send this out first because there's something that happens with it, and maybe he'll post that in the Discord.
Cute.
It is cute. Kind of reminds me of a little bit of a puzzle. But
I don't like the hole in its face. Like I don't like its mouth.
I just had a
nose thing.
I don't like your mouth.
Something's happening with Fuzzles because all of a sudden just got a whole bunch of new offers on my.
So they got the IP. The community got the IP. They're pushing all that stuff out there. They've got the app is out. They're doing updates to it. They got their website going. So they got all the stuff. They're actually going to develop with it, which is great.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I just had like radio silence for 6 months, and then all of a sudden, every day I'm getting offers on all my Fuzzles.
Well, there you go. I got a bunch of Fuzzles too, and plus. And Crypto Mesh doesn't know. He hasn't heard any of the Vox news, and he's a decent Vox holder. He has more than a couple.
Yep.
So this is going to be interesting to him. We'll get into that a little bit later, though.
Voxes.
But as you'll understand why this would be such a good prize for this month, and a lot of different ways too. So Lasagna is a. Let me pull this up too because he is one of the guys behind VoxView. So you can go into these are my Voxes. So I own a few, as you can tell.
Sure do.
One of my favorites was the CraneBot, and then obviously we've got the FarmBot. But anyways, he's one of the creators.
Hipster Hitler.
What's that?
Hipster Hitler.
What?
No, Hipster.
You don't
Hitler.
know this?
No.
So in the genesis of Vox, there was one that came out and it looked basically like Hipster Hitler,
and they took it out.
Did they take it out? I don't think they did.
Well, somebody in our Discord said that they did. I'm not going to oust them just because I don't think they want that to be said. But yeah, said that they saw that and they said, no, we can't have that. We can't have anybody looking like somebody evil.
Like hipster Hitler.
I don't know. Who knows, man? God, there's some weird ass shit sometimes.
My guess is that Eric Shermeyer has it in his wallet.
He has it flying his dragon, is what he has it doing.
That's spurious. Just I have no evidence of that.
Love it. So
it's this one on the right on the end.
This guy?
That one, yeah.
Let's look and see. It's my dwarf conveyor. Although you want to look at this guy. Is this not
that guy's the coolest?
Is that not Mike McCarthy? Like with
a Michael McCarthy
fucking little what's this little painter's hat? If we put maybe we'll get a guest. We'll get a guest guy in here. Remember we talking to somebody about that? He's gonna wear an eye patch. Maybe I'll have him.
I can tell you, he is at Ritter's right now.
Tell him to bring his ass over. Come join the fun, man. Although no.
I think he has work to do.
This won't be a good day for it.
No,
this won't be a good day for it. I'll tell you.
Okay.
Because the news isn't the best news.
Oh, well, he doesn't listen to our podcast, so.
No, I know. He just texts us all the time, like, what's the picks going on now? I'm losing everybody money on Jupe right now, so that kind of sucks.
Jupe and Wen. I mean,
I told y'all, I said
it's been a rough week.
Oh, Jupe and Wen. I was just so disappointed. I still think Jupe's going to do well, but a lot of people think it's a rug pull. I don't think so.
I don't think Jupe's a rug pull.
No, they put too much fucking effort and time into it. I don't think it's a rug pull at all. Like
I don't. I think it's very interesting to me that this is like such an old school strategy as well as the airdrop and then airdrop and list. And we all know what it looks like. It looks exactly like Uniswap. It goes up a little bit and then just crashes down and then it bobs along. And then if you add some functionality and you actually make it worthwhile owning, then it will come back a little bit, but it's a long-term hold on both of them. They just have to have functionality. Jupiter is here to stay, and we all know that.
Yeah, oh yeah, hands down the best dex that's out there.
But I think everything's suppressed right now anyway, so it's not. I mean, they're not certainly when it's not tracking the market. We all know that.
Yeah.
Jupe, I think is. I mean, everything else is being pushed down a little. So.
Oh yeah, except for my link play is doing well. This is my leverage long, so it's looking pretty.
I have quite a big bag of link.
You have about everything I bring up. You're like, oh, I got a bag of that. But usually it's dinosaur coins.
You know how I do this? There's not all dinosaur coins.
I do. They're all dinosaur coins, except for the new ones, I tell you.
Flux B. I got Fluxbot.
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
That one went up too. That one I like as well. Like
got Jitto. Look at that. I got some Jitto. Ondo. I just bought a bunch of Ondo.
A little bit more housekeeping we need to talk about too is so the vote basically was, I need to find the vote in here now. Did I pin it in here? I think I did. I did. I don't know if I can share my screen in here, but so allocation for the pick'em funds. We gave all stable coins, allocation of top 5 crypto, mixture of top coins and shit coins, and then all shit coins. I was highly disappointed nobody picked all shit coins. Well, I shouldn't say nobody, but not the majority. The majority picked C, which was a mixture of top coins and shit coins. So I put out an idea of what that might look like, which essentially, and I asked for everybody's opinion. Not many people were talking about it. So I said, I should have pinned that too, because now I can't think of what I said. I think it was Soul. Do you remember what it was, Blake? No, nothing.
I'm trying to find it. I don't remember off the top of my head. You said I like Sol and Doge for the top coins, and then Whiff and Jupe.
Sol, Doge, Whiff, Jupe.
And then you said at the time, I'm also going to add.
Okay.
When.
I would change that to, so if I were a betting man, I would look at. Oh, I don't want that one. I want this one. I would say the shitcoin should be Whiff and Bull. I think Bull, both Whip took a nice little dip. Bull looks like it's about ready to fucking turn around. So I think if we roll into that, they're 2 Sol tokens, Solana ecosystem. And then what did I say the majors were?
Bull and Doge.
Huh? Bull? Sol.
Sol.
Oh, Sol.
And Doge, yeah, for sure.
Sol and Doge. Okay, and I can get behind that. Doge looks like it wants to do some things, especially when we look on the weekly.
So you want to do Sol, Doge, Bull, and Whiff?
Sol, Doge, Bull, Whiff. So we've got an AVAX token. We've got a Sol token. We got Sol, and then we have Doge is Doge. Doge is its own token. Doge is its own chain.
Always be worth 1 Doge.
I love
1 Doge will be worth 1 Doge. What's big time? I always love
big time.
I'm gonna post a poll right now, just saying that, just a simple yes or no poll, just kind of so people can confirm that that's what we want to do.
Love
and
it.
Then we're gonna close it at the end of the day.
Got a couple listeners. Thanks for joining us. We got Joe and Big Red Traps is in here, at least commenting. There's a few others that are on, not commenting.
Who's Big Red Traps?
I can't remember. I always forget. I can never remember whose YouTube is who on Discord. So
he's not the dude who owns Kamikaze Gym, no.
I have no clue. Like I said, I can't remember. But yeah, put that out there. See what they say. That'll be a good question answer type of thing.
He says what?
Oh, hack. It's Hal. It's Hal.
Hal.
That's right. Hal is. I've come to know Hal a lot more over. I know just like the last month or so, I've been messaging back and forth on a few different things, but that guy's deep in the ecosystem. He's got a lot of play in terms of like his stuff that he's put towards effort wise and money wise, even towards the Gali ecosystem. A lot more than I thought. I didn't know. So, but I don't know a lot of them.
Lasagna already said no pork.
No pork. No, pork's done with, bro. It's my famous last words.
It was a 2-day play, according to Nate.
No, here's my prediction on pork, pond, and everything else. It's gonna go fucking nuts. Like, it's gonna go stupid crazy for about 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, in that range. And it's gonna pull a time and ohm, all those similar random ass BS things, and it's gonna come crashing down. Or they're going to rug pull the shit out of people. It just doesn't feel right to me. It just doesn't feel right.
I don't think anybody trusts your judgment this week, Nate.
I'm on the out. Sorry.
Yeah.
Jupin fucking.
Jupin when Jupe? When Jupe drop?
Hey, we all got to make some bad picks every once in a while. What is Jupe at right now anyway?
Oh, I can tell you.
So I think it's
right at the bottom of my portfolio tracker, so I can find it very quickly. It's at 58
cents. It's not that bad.
Fine. It's holding.
It's
holding up just fine.
I'm like, come on, man. Like, you got to figure
I'm not too concerned. My
people freaking
DCA ran beautifully yesterday. Once I had changed a couple of little variables, and then it just sat there, went through 100 trades.
Yeah.
And got me a real nice average price at the end. So
dude, I was super happy with the drop that went through. Like the way it handled the volume that was, being put into it. And in reality, this is all free money that people fucking got to them, right? Mm-hmm. Like the Jupiter token was dropped for free to people. Like, you could buy it if you want. You can put your own money if you want.
That's what I was saying about it being a little old school. When was a little bit like that, and Jupe's a little bit like that. That we used to do this stuff like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And so you should know the chart looks the way that they all do when you do that. It's like you drop a bunch of free money to a bunch of people. Some of it to certain people is like, man. But to other people, it's actually quite a substantial amount of money. And they're like, oh shit, that's free money. Cool.
And you got rewarded
and they want to get rid of it quickly so they can turn it into actual bill paying money.
I know. People complain about this shit. And I'm like, you just got rewarded, 58, 60 cents, 40 cents. If you dropped it immediately when it launched, which was 40 cents, you got dropped 40 cents.
Wasn't CJ saying it pinged like 120 on?
I think the minimum amount that you got was 200. So what is that? $16. So, I mean, you got $16 for free if you were like the very minimum. I know people that got a whole shit ton more because they were utilizing Jupiter for a long ass time, right? They rewarded the people that were there, using it.
When did it need to be claimed by?
I think it's July.
The 29th.
Okay, because I have
Isn't it July 29th though?
Oh, I might be thinking of when. I'm thinking of when.
Yeah, when was the 29th? Jupiter is like July.
Okay.
Yeah, time. So
cool, because I do think I got some airdrop. I had a different wallet attached to yesterday when I was buying.
So I think I'm gonna do the Vox. We'll see. This is kind of my choice. Everything else I'll let everybody else pick, but I think this is gonna be my choice for sending out the NFTs since I'm the one that put them in there. But we'll see what people say about the.
Can you name that wallet? Pick'em. Fortune Crypto Pick'em.
Yeah, I'll change it later. I don't have access on this computer for it, but I will. Let's see. What else did we talk about the Pick'em? I think that's really it, right?
Do you want me to buy you an ENS? Fortune Crypto Pick'em.eth.
I can't afford it, so yes, please.
Yeah.
I know you've fallen on hard times since those couple of bad picks during the week.
Well, one of my investments has taken a big dive.
Are we about to start talking about Vox?
Vox has taken a giant fucking dip.
How did it dip from where it fucking was?
Actually, I don't even know what the actual.
Is it now negative? Do I owe Vox money? Is that how that works?
Yes. yeah, you're in the hole
now. Actually, we should go into the Vox and see. Oh my gosh, can I change this night mode? Oof. Sorry, everybody, if I was blinding you out.
Do you not remember I told you I already had 2 screwdrivers? That was like super bright.
I apologize.
Hangovers.
So let's see. Vox collectible Town Star. What they have analytics on here? 0.05 ETH right now is what they're sitting at. So essentially what happened was they came out yesterday with their announcement. Blake, can you find the announcement and pull it up?
Yeah, I actually am right now.
They came up with an announcement that basically the Vox team has been ghosting Will Wright and everybody for 6 months. They haven't wrote a single line of code or done anything. The only thing they've been doing is basically pushing out videos of what they possibly could make. And Vera Awesome was fired and banned from the Discord. She's a wonderful community member and support. She was great in the Gala Discord. Talked to her a couple times. She's and she's gone, just out. And then a whole bunch of the rest of the team. Apparently, they've kept the devs that have actually been doing something. Because I brought up, I was like, if they've had zero code, they were the ones that won the fucking Gala side of the hackathon. So, well, how's there zero code, right? If they're there, they said, well, we've kept those guys. So apparently, those guys are going to stay there, and they have future plans for a lot of things. Let's see here. This is Brink's response to myself, because basically I just said, hey, because the beginning of the year, Vox goes, they said,
click on it.
Yeah. They said, who's ready for the new year? This is on January 2nd. We can't wait to share what's coming up next. And I was just like, well, why wait? And then, so yesterday comes out that they basically are, they haven't done shit. A damn thing. So I was like, apparently they just wanted to share bad news. So Brink said there are a couple parallel tracks here. There's a lot of desperate stuff that the Vox team has been working on.
That word is disparate, not desperate.
Sorry, disparate. Sorry, I was like desperate stuff. Desperate works really well though.
I'm Americans.
That's what they call like a Freudian slip. It was like, oops, disparate. You mean like ramshackled and discombobulated?
I mean desperate. The Vox team has been working on that is quite cool. My first question is, well, what is this stuff? Instead of telling me that they are working on shit, show me that shit. Mm-hmm. And then there is also a bunch of stuff that needs to be done. Well, what stuff is that? Well, tell me what that is. Like you're just giving fluff, and then this will result in a better product in the long run. Well, the promise of their product was pretty fucking epic, right? Their product was supposed to be fucking awesome. We haven't seen a damn thing. So how is this going to make it better? Explain that. Like, this is just wordsmithing to get, people to be like, oh yeah, thanks. Like,
to take one more stop along the train.
One more stop.
Well, and it's,
I promise you it's coming.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't think I went over what they actually said. Did you see the announcement? Did you put the announcement up there, Blake? Sorry,
Yeah,
I was looking into Michael's eyes.
I want to see the announcement because I didn't see it myself.
So this was what was officially announced yesterday at.
So I'll read it off. It says, hey everyone.
I can't read that from here.
Yeah, I'll read it off. So, hey everyone, as many of you have noticed, there have been recent changes in the Vox team, and faces you've seen over the years have embarked on their separate journeys. Today, we're regretful to say that Vera will be leaving the Vox team. We admit the passion she brought to the Discord community and Vox team and wish her the best. Okay, that's a long wish for me. We admire the passion. Sorry, my eyes are going off. I'm getting old.
You want me to read it?
Do it, please.
Hey, young Blake.
And
use those young eyes.
Today, we're regretful to say that Vera will be leaving the Vox team. We admire the passion she brought to the Discord community and Vox team and wish her the best. Focusing on the future of Vox, we're as committed as ever to making Vox an incredible experience. Our team is energized and ready to bring you more engaging content, updates, and growth. We promise to keep working hard to exceed your expectations and to make Vox what we dream it can be. This is a time of growth, innovation, and new possibilities. Your enthusiasm and support mean the world to us. We can't wait to share the next chapter of Vox's journey with you. Stay awesome and stay tuned for exciting things ahead. And then this one as well was kind of right after it when people were immediately like, well, what the hell does that even mean? Like, what are you talking about? He went ahead with, kind of saying, Voxverse is still going to be a thing, but not right now. Will Wright and co. was ghosted for the last 6 months or so. I know this because I am part of the conversations to bring it back. The stuff that has been pushed out is mostly video and not actual code. This is a problem. We very much want to get away from the make promise, do stuff later mentality that has been a part of things for a long time in some compartmentalized teams. A team member told me recently that if the community was upset, make them a promise. It is the Vox way. This doesn't fly for us.
Wow.
So, like 5 contradictory statements in that little post, I feel like, to a degree, but I mean,
there's a lot there. It's a lot of just, hey, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. There's nothing. I mean, it's pretty disappointing, to be honest. So.
It's funny how he just, he says that we want to get away from the make promise do stuff later, but they haven't. There still feels like it's going down that exact same path. And that's like this other image I wanted to share that I took from the Vox Discord itself, just kind of this sentiment. Just people are like, how is this? This is feeling like a rug pull. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to expect.
Like a rug pull to me.
Oh, 100%, man. Like, It feels like the whole
it's a rug pull with a shift of blame towards a bunch of people.
Yeah,
and the right level of support, direction, and leadership in order to deliver a product that they said they were going to deliver.
100%. They can't. I really dislike the push it off to somebody else mentality when
it's a Gala product. I mean,
Gala brought in just on the mints alone tens of millions of dollars. Right? OMS, he put a tweet out in the revenue. Brought in from OpenSea trades was like 5 million. And that's on the low end if you do 2K ETH, right? Half of that stuff was probably done when ETH was at 4K. So, millions, tens of millions of dollars brought in under the Vox banner alone. And the lack of the ability for these people to manage this department, whoever they put in charge of that. What's that?
Isn't it James Alden?
Well, he threw James Alden under the bus.
Oh, he did?
Oh, yeah. So he basically just said it was all James Alden's fault. Well, who was in charge of James Alden? Like, again, this goes to the very top. This isn't just one person's fault. Like,
no, I agree.
He says it was like, this is a problem in some compartmentalized teams. I'm like, no, it's not. Who's
in charge of that team?
Yeah,
Who's in charge of that team?
It's a top-down issue for sure. And it's
100%, man. This
like
is
you said, it's frustrating to not see people take accountability.
Yeah, accountability, please. 100,000%. It's
just own it. Like if the least you can do is someone own it.
Yep. But we'll see. I'm obviously look.
We get a bunch of comments on the.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. Some comments. We go down here. Vox fire sale. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing too. Like we at the collective,
it's not even worth fire sailing at this point.
Well, again, like what I was going to bring up here is we're supporting people like Cryptogram, who's building Vox battles, right? And the idea is to allow you the ability to use your Voxes in a Vox battle and earn, collective coin and be a part of the community over there. So we're building that. I mean, again, we have Lasagna, a part of the Vox View, family, which they have their own little arcade game within that as well, where you can, play their little. I think it's more of a like a zombie attack type game. And they have the ability to look at all your Voxes. I mean, I own 121, so it's not a little amount. I'm the number 5 holder in Vox, right? And when you look at this is myself and Black Harp, so not just my own personal. So that's Black Harp that owns this too. So, but Las Vegas Lance down here, number 13. Monster Vox holder. These are people that have spent a literal fuck ton of money. So Hal says, how does the head guy in charge get ghosted for 6 months? You wouldn't ghost me for 2 days without me knocking on your desk, standing in front of you. I agree, Hal, man. Like Will Wright or Will, what's his name? Who's the Will something or other was supposed to be in charge of this?
Right.
What's that? Is it Will Wright? I always forget the names.
Yeah, it's Will Wright.
Yeah, it's Will Wright. Yeah. Yeah. How's he got somebody that's in charge of this and you're ghosted for 6 months? Please, like, who's in charge of that department? Who's in charge of that guy? Like, who's asking and who's getting this information? I've talked about this before with Gal. It's like communication is horrific, right? Not just from you to the community, right? But I guarantee if that's your communication to the community, your internal communication is just as bad. Fix it. But I mean, that's what I
and unfortunately, clean sweeping is not a fix. You can't just go in, gut your compartmentalized department and say, well, you're out. Because now you don't have a compartmentalized department.
You're starting from ground up.
You just have a fucking dead product.
Yeah. No, I agree with that too. Like you can't take everything out, but you have to implement something that's going to be a little bit more.
The thing is, I know enough about the way that Gala works on the inside, and I find it very difficult to believe that they are not being held to account with what's your monetization strategy, what's your income strategy, how is this going to work, what are you developing, when's it going to be live, blah blah blah, on a bi-weekly basis.
Yeah.
And certainly on a bare minimum monthly basis. It's like, well, how are you showing up to this meeting 3 times in a row, which is 3 months rather than 6, without any kind of update, any kind of plan, any kind of code base that how are you integrating with Gala Chain? How are you doing all of these things? That's like, I'm fairly sure that they just forgot about it.
Oh yeah.
It just wasn't important.
Well, I don't know how that's not important. Vox was
they made all the money, so they don't need to worry about it at that point.
Next to Mirandis, I mean, Vox was,
big.
Probably in terms of money brought in, it was number 1 in Gala. And the people that were there, the excitement that was there. I mean, you were supposed to be able to use your Vox in every game.
Yep.
You were supposed to, Vox that DeFi, the whole DeFi side of things that was, hinted at and talked about and what was going to happen there, some beautiful videos that came out, but they were just videos, and nothing was
really
we
smash this on there?
Oh yeah. I forgot I even had that in the background. I'm not smashing nothing, man. We're going to make Vox. We're going to give Vox utility. We were, Cryptogram, he's been building this for years. Like, and we're just going to support it with the collective and help him, keep pushing forward with it and give him some developers that can help him, make it happen. There's a lot of other things that we've talked about internally with Vox as well. I mean, the blockchain cartel, I bought their IP.
I know.
And so we want to utilize their slot machine. Once JJ gets a hold of me.
I don't gamble.
Sorry. It's not gambling, dude. It's not gambling. I do gamble quite a lot.
I was like, that's a bunch of shit. I was like, what?
But we want to reskin it and make it into a Vox one, right? And you can. It'll be fun. We'll probably give Vox holders a certain amount of tickets each day to be able to spin it. And we'll have rewards that'll come out. The collective coin will be used. Things like that. So just giving a little bit of utility back to the community for it. So I just need to find a person that's going to build that for me. JJ's on it, supposedly. He just is got a lot going on, so I'm waiting for him to get back to me. So Lasagna, if you're listening, go knock on his door. I know you know him. Let's see here. What else we got in the comments? Jeremy's here. What's up, dude? Welcome. Got a lot of the Earther.
Which Jeremy is that?
I don't know what Jeremy that is.
Not the Jeremy.
No. I guarantee it's not my old business partner, Jeremy. Let's see what Coincrafty says. I feel like a lot of Vox holders are so disappointed right now that they will just dump their NFTs. I think so too. I think a lot of people are just going to be done with it. Unfortunately, I love the idea of it in what they could have done, but so be it. Maybe it's going to go the way of the Fuzzles, and they just scrap it, and then the community is going to get the IP and come through in the clutch, like the Fuzzle side. Maybe.
Well, I mean, we're already trying, right? I mean, in terms of we're doing what we can in terms of,
but we don't have the IP. Like we don't have that. It's not like that we can literally go out and create their own metaverse that they were promising to do. So, but
Oh, Jeremy from Austin. Shout out my Austin brethren. Love it.
Yeah. In Michael McCarthy, we trust. He's our only hope now. I mean, in all honesty, what do we have? Echoes of Empire is playing now. So, do you have any lands? Are you playing?
No.
You have 0?
0.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, you didn't get anything from Gulliverse 1, GV1?
Maybe. I don't know.
Send them to the collective. We'll share your 50-50
I think like 6-7 months ago, we had a podcast where we decided that Gala was dead. And so I stopped doing anything.
Well, I mean, these are from a long time ago, bro. I paid $1 million for one. So
you did. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure I have Echoes of Empire stuff.
If you do.
I'm sure it's there.
If you do, send it over to the collective. We'll share in the rev. We're doing 50-50.
Collective's crushing it right now.
Yeah, we're doing 50-50 rev share with what's going on.
Oh, dude, you know what? Let me look at that this afternoon.
Yeah.
I will give you and then I'll send you whatever needs to be sent.
Sweet. That'll be good.
Because I'm sure I have lots of it. I mean, I was ancient and I had 2 of them.
I know.
So I probably got quite a bit.
I don't know if we got dropped anything on it though. I just obviously I spent money.
This is what we're looking like right now.
Oh yeah,
around our ancient. These are all the people that have put their home bases around us, and that were.
Oh yeah, I'd have some of that stuff.
Yeah, and Timbo, he's been
I actually might have
grinding his ass off.
Timbo's going nuts.
I might be able to find it on here.
Yeah, this is how it started, and this is where we're at now. This was yesterday, and it's been going nuts.
The revenue, Earther asked about revenue on EOE, but the so I would check in with Timbo's stream. I know he was going to go over a couple different things. We got the first Gala distro for it. Was like 250 Gala, whatever it was, but it's not fully running. I think that's from the first day when it was literally just Timbo.
Yeah.
On. So
harvesting all the taxes.
Yeah, it was the next day that the rest of the people were able to get in and play, and the public for free to play stuff. So it's growing up there. It's doing its thing. See how they can keep advancing and moving it forward. So the one thing I want to see is them be ahead of the game. There's no pun intended there. Sorry.
I was like, whoa.
Sorry. I want them to be at the head of it, because all these other games that we've seen come out with Gala is they get to a point where it's really exciting. You get a lot of players, and then bam, it just dies. It just gets really, really dead, right? Eternal Paradox, which I'll give them some credit. They've made some updates to fix it, but they kind of were at that point. It was like a lot of people playing, it was doing really well, and then it just kind of faltered off, right? So they've made some updates. Hopefully it kind of turns itself back around, but I want to see Echoes of Empire do the same thing. They need to stay front. So
I think it has the the gameplay style itself. There's a large audience for those style of games. I mean, I think it'll be interesting to see how it keeps going as people start to reach that peak, and then we're gonna it's just that fat curve. Hopefully that decline is steady, and it does in terms of earnings or whatever, so it doesn't just
Old man Smithers.
OMS says, I expect they would pull the same thing as always. Bump the payouts to attract the players and then try to extract as much as they can from them before letting it die a quiet death. Maybe I'm just cynical at this point. Oh, OMS,
we're all cynical.
You are cynical for sure. But I don't know if you're wrong. So
yeah, I wouldn't say you're
at the same time.
your cynicism is kind of based in fact to a degree, right? Because you've seen that happen before. So it's not necessarily wrong to think that that's what's going to happen again. I mean,
if I touch a hot oven, I only do it once.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, exactly. I know. It's, yep. Oh, well, on that, they took away, I don't think you know this, on Spider Tanks, they took away honor.
Oh, did?
The whole honor bullshit. Yeah, they
really?
took it away. Yeah, they said it was a failed experiment.
It was a failed experiment.
Like, oh,
I'm glad they recognize that. That's good.
Only when the damn game was dead because of it.
Yeah, we'll just take it away. Now it's dead.
Yeah, now it's dead.
Now it's dead. We
burn it to the ground.
We figured it out.
Yeah. Okay.
See you next time. same bat channel, same bat time.
Same bat channel.
Do you want to chart some stuff?
Sure, man. What do you want to look at?
I'd love to look at it.
Looks like it's time to sell everything in big time, by the way. Just saying. If anybody's listening that owns big time stuff, that chart does not look
good. Big time's games as well.
Yeah, it's a
I don't know that one.
It's a what is it? It's kind of like a what's the game?
Risk
like?
of Rain kind of style, like dungeon, like I guess
I think you should top Pongcoin.
I can't. I don't think it's on here, but I'll look.
Yeah, it is. I was looking earlier.
And then,
it is.
So is Pork.
Fuck you, Pork.
So I definitely think Pongcoin would be one.
Yeah. So for instance, on how perfectly Lasagna timed this, he made his trade on the 9th
for Pork.
For Pond, when he originally swapped for Pond was on the 9th. So
right there,
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good trade.
That's a good call.
I think about 500%.
He was hot on it, man. He was texting me, 450%. That's decent. That's a decent.
That's a good one.
Good trade. No, he was on it, man. He's like, hey, get in Pond. I mean, I bought it when he
I'm doing great in Pond, so I'm very happy.
I would say it has a lot of legs in terms of people are excited about it. If I'm charting it, I'm looking at this entire zone here, which is not the best looking zone for, there's going to be a lot of resistance essentially. Yeah, I mean, this is the point where you want it to get past. That's right where it wicked to that monster volume, right? So it's right where the wick went into. That's that big volume. So I would imagine it taking a dip here for a little bit and then consolidating under this range. But it's got the people.
But you've been wrong all week, so
I've been wrong all week. I don't know. Why do you want me to chart this?
I'm just giving you shit.
No, you should.
You're right.
I suck.
So the other one would be Mog. I mean, let's go old school shit coins. Old school shit coins. That's what we're calling them now.
Which one?
Mog.
Oh yeah, old school. It hasn't even been around for a year. That's funny. I have that on here already.
A year is like an eternity in crypto.
I know, dude. Oh, I know. So I've been charting this. I mean, it had this triangle, consolidation in this triangle for quite a while. Broke it, come back down, retesting a nice, area here. I'm still bullish on Mog until we lose this support area down here. I'll wake it off here. I'd say until we lose that, I'm holding my Mog.
Okay.
And it's one of those that'll, when it does go, it's going to be another 100, 200, 300, 400%, 10x, whatever. Just because it's a shit coin. It'll happen. So, what next?
Mog is a true shit coin, isn't it?
It is, 100%. They all are, dude. I mean, they're all shit coins.
How familiar are you with Ondo?
Zero familiarity. It's O-N what?
O-N-D-O.
Ondo.
Yeah.
We're about to find out. Ondo just listed.
Yeah. And it's what they call a real world crypto coin.
What does it do?
I don't fucking know.
Well, let's find out. Ondo. It just listed I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole.
despite us plunging thousands of dollars into Wen and Jupe
yet
on the same premise.
Yet.
let
me clear the air here. Ondo Finance.
I will disclaim that this was a Reddit pick for me. I did put some money into Ondo.
I mean, your Reddit
purely based on its.
It legit just came out too on the 18th.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if I look at this, it's just consolidation.
My understanding is that what was their fully diluted valuation? Okay, so they're at 306 million already.
Yep.
My understanding, and I could be completely fucking wrong, and Reddit isn't the most reliable source of information, was that they almost had $1 billion worth of volume on launch within the first 24 hours.
Okay, they've got some big names on their website here.
They have some very big names on their website.
Exceptional partners, superior assets, world-class client services. Whether it's the asset we choose, the strategies we create, or the people we work with, we focus on quality before quantity, risk before returns, and punting clients first. No, putting clients first. I cannot read today. I apologize. High-quality asset managers. BlackRock. Everybody's heard of BlackRock.
I have. I've heard of PIMCO as well.
I've heard of PIMCO, but BlackRock just because of the ETF shit,
Because it's BlackRock.
So what are they using when everybody puts this shit on their website, it's like, well, here's our partner.
But this is the
thing. We're partners with Amazon
because
we use AWS for our service.
But this is why it was interesting is because it's basically the reverse of an ETF in a crypto coin. So it's US treasuries, money markets, and dollar yield combined into a crypto ETF for the legacy markets. It's like literally the backdoor or the mirror image of the Bitcoin ETFs that you're not even allowed in there. They know they're onto you.
Please, access restricted because we're in the US. Ondo US dollar yield token, but I have access restricted.
It's only offered to organizations outside of the US.
Exactly. How fucking
jump
funny
on
is
a
that?
VPN. Throw a VPN.
I can't. It'll probably mess up the entire.
I
cast,
probably
though.
would. Yeah, it would. Probably.
That's freaking hilarious.
I'll look into it more. It definitely is piquing my interest with what they're saying here, but I want to see what they are actually doing.
It was this photograph that convinced me. Hey, I was like, I want to be near a pool like those guys.
It looks really, really good. Okay, like I mean, the price, it launched, doubled, and it's stable in that range. It just launched.
10 billion max supply. Tells by circulating supply is only 1.4, so there's quite a bit hung back on that, but.
Yeah, there's still a lot.
133 million in 24-hour trading volume for a coin that got launched a week ago.
I mean, but they're BlackRock. They're partners with BlackRock, bro.
And like I said, it's the reverse of a Bitcoin ETF. It's like, how can we trade crypto but real world assets? It would be interesting to dive into their audit and see how much asset they actually have in there.
Well, I kind of want to see their tokenomics and stuff too. I'll look into that one a little bit more.
Look into it, and maybe we can revisit it next.
I agree. We'll
podcast.
do it. Put it on our hit list.
Did you want one more coins chart?
Yeah. We'll wrap it up.
And then we'll wrap it up. Let's do
Bonk. Bonk?
Sure.
No.
Bonk's not doing great.
You pick another one, but I'm gonna put Bonk on the radar.
Unless it's Bonk is good news.
I sold all my Bonk.
Yeah, I sold
to buy Wen and Jupe.
Wow, what a trade!
Hey, we don't always hit 100%, dude. I'm not batting 1,000.
You know what? Chart Splinterlands SPS because that has just come out of nowhere back again. We talked about it on the podcast a couple of months ago.
Here's your Bonk.
Okay. Okay.
So this is
that coming.
Yeah, the bouncy ball edition, man. This is gross. It just gets shorter,
bonk,
and then
bonk,
dead down to 0. So I'm out of bonk. What'd you say? SPS? Yeah.
See, I'm in that weird kind of 50-50 mark where I'm like, well, if Nate's saying that, he's probably wrong. Yeah. So I should probably double up on my bonk.
You should.
Yeah.
I would probably find a place that you can 10x that shit. Or 100x.
You should have Blake look online and see whether or not there's a Bogdanov reference to the bonk coin.
There's a what?
A Bogdanov.
Bogdanov reference.
You know who the Bogdanov twins are?
They're both dead.
Yeah.
They died of COVID.
I know, but they had
allegedly.
They were the when the memes would come out, you knew shit was over.
Yeah, so for sure.
Essentially, when those memes would hit Twitter or Reddit or whatever it is, you're like, oh shit, sell now.
Yep.
And it's almost, I mean, I would love to see an actual correlation.
We called it the Bogdanov index.
Oh, I know.
A couple of years ago.
If
I saw 5 Bogdanov posts on my Reddit home feed, I was like, Nate, we got to get out. Got to get out.
Well, I mean, Pork and Pond are probably going to get that here soon. Some Bogdanov ref. I might just do it myself to start it off. Just
recolor. What's the original video is what really made them famous, right? Where they were like, what is it? Sell it.
Oh, I don't remember.
Thank it.
Yeah, sell it.
There's this whole like 5-minute video of the dude putting the money in, and then
that was a long time ago. It was so long ago.
It was long ago.
I don't remember.
5 years ago.
SPS
before video.
SPS looks like it maybe have some support here. I don't know. It had this pump, and then it's just kind of dumping off again. So
it's up a little bit today.
Yeah, it's trying to
do something.
It's trying to turn back around here. I mean, I just don't. I hold a shit ton of this from a long time ago.
Yeah, me too.
I must not have volume on here. Oh well. I want to see the volume.
And then I think it's probably worth finishing off with one quick chart on Sol, because
done.
Sol's the chart at the moment.
All right, let's just go to Sol and we'll do that. Where are you at, Sol?
Right there. Looks like you've been working hard in the Sol chart.
I've been checking Sol from time to time.
Sol's just so nice to use.
Well, and it's trading fairly technical on the fib levels, and we broke this downward, this kind of triangle heading down. We bounced right off of the couple of fib levels down here, high support, nice rip up. Again, using these fib levels, it's trading on these fib levels almost perfectly. I put these in a while ago, so I'd like to see this upper trend line break to the upper side, or at least use it as a guide going forward. So, but it looks decent. I'm not. I'm leveraged long on Link. It was deciding between Sol and Link, and I chose Sol, which was good. Or no, sorry, I chose Link, which was good. But I don't dislike Sol. I'm buying as much spot Sol as I can. Every profit I take on anything, I put it into Sol.
Interesting.
Everything,
all of it.
If I look in my portfolio,
maximalist.
My portfolio is probably 20-something, 25 to 27% Bitcoin, and the rest is Sol. Every profit I take on anything goes right, and I have my shitcoin stuff, but I sold that all for Sol and Jupe. That they don't count. Don't count those.
Don't count Sol, Jupe and Wen.
No, don't count those.
All right.
We'll move past those. But everything else, once I get profit in those, which I will.
I kind of want to swap all my coins in the pick'em to just Jupe and Wen.
Do it. I dare you. Fucking dare you.
Jupe, Wen, and Mog.
You will win. All right. We'll send it there.
Are we done?
Yeah, that was good. That was good. We'll reconvene later this month, kind of midway, and chat some more stuff, and see you then.
Hey, Blake, so you're gonna audit your terrible math in the pick'em?
I went through and double checked.
Nate randomly assigns this NFT.
Yes, I'll check again.
Okay.
Well, let's see real quick before we leave. What did you end up
I'm at
with?
74, but I don't know where that puts me in the leaderboard. Certainly not at the very bottom.
29.
Look at that. 23rd. Oh, 29. Oh, there you go.
You're out of the bottom 30.
It's only a couple of bucks to take over Hal. Look at that. I can get all the way up there.
No, yeah, the column on the left is just where it's pulling the
Hal's at 23.
I'd like to
Dude, you're letting Chris beat you.
I'd like to take Chuck W out as well.
You're letting Chris beat you.
Chris
Blackburn.
He's well.
Blake's beating you. Blake's only been around for like a couple days, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, at this point, I think that we can't trust this list at all.
That's true.
So
That's true.
We're gonna have to go through and make sure that everyone.
We need a third-party audit.
You all have access to the sheet. Anyone can double check. Anyone can double check.
Okay, well, I don't have time for that. So,
and how much
barely have time for it?
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll chat again later.
All right.
Bye.